everybody. Jimmy John Jacobson here. Skip McSweeney couldn't do the sports report, so I'm here at the court. Incredible game just ended, 23-23. Don't disregard the scoreboard. Guys, what incredible game. Tell me what happened out there.
Well, he said he was going to beat us. Well, me and Evan are on the same team.
All right, let's keep it short there. What happened exactly?
He said he was going to beat us and we tied.
Yeah, it was a tied game, down to the wire. Incredible. What do you guys think? What's your team name?
The trash.
I don't believe you. Team Trash? Is it really Team Trash? I like, what's with the attire here? You're looking good.
So, I can't believe the kid did the ending shot.
The game-winning shot. That's right. Well, that's all we got here. We're going to leave you here from the court here at the South Bay. Jimmy John Jacobson, back to you, Sarah.
Oh, there it is. What a great day. Jimmy John Jacobson, a titan in this industry, now part of the full-time team Triple J. You know, when you think of the great reporters, Walter Cronkite, Edward R. Murrow, and Triple J, Trip J, a chip off the old block from his dad, Double J. So we had some fun here. And you know, sometimes I come in here and am I going to struggle this week to think of topics to discuss, interesting ones, thought-provoking, off the beaten path even? No shortage. We came up with it. I started looking, as I do, highlights Sunday night, reading the articles. I'm like, God, there's so much good stuff. So much good stuff. It's unexpected. By the way, thank you for the support. Numbers going up. Tell your friend to subscribe. We're going to get some merchandise soon, and I will pass that on to you. And the new segment will be coming up soon. I promise you. So let's get right into it. Thank you very much, Triple J. The big game this weekend, Liverpool-Manchester United at Anfield. Liverpool victorious 2-0, extending their lead at the top of the Premier League. Spawning debate about the situation at Manchester United, who were hit with awful news. Double stress fracture for Marcus Rashford, their best player, one of the 10 best players in the league. And high, I'd say somewhere, I don't even top 5. Yeah. He's amazing. Marcus Rashford out 2 to 3 months. So a lot of bad news swirling, although not really for Manchester United. Obviously, everyone's going to give accolades to Liverpool, as they should. But with all the bad news for Manchester United, and it looms pretty bad because, man, it's crazy about these strikers going out. We have Suarez go out, and now you have the same thing for Marcus Rashford. But there's a silver lining, Manchester United. With all the mess, with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer hanging over the precipice throughout the season, it is clear to me there's something there. There's something they're doing right at Manchester United. They got a great goalie, and they have some nice pieces. Some guys stepped up. They lost this game. Virgil van Dijk's just a defense they let down for a moment, and Virgil van Dijk punished them. And really, it was 1-0 till the end. Manchester United taking chances. That led to the second goal by Mo Salah. And by the way, it was a great goal. Got to see Mo Salah has been really working well at the gym. A beautiful muscle tone. There's no doubt about it. He looks great. But this celebration, Jurgen Klopp going bananas, Alisson running over to celebrate with, it wasn't a game-winning goal. It's 2-0. But that shows you, see, Manchester United, they want to stick it to you. And I'm not a Manchester United fan. But you are still important. Your brand, everything is important enough that Liverpool reacted that way. If I was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I would keep that video and show, look at how they reacted when they were already up 1-0. This was just a goal, a gravy goal. And they went and acted like that, taking the shirt off. Extended celebrations. For the first time, I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, be patient with them. He should not lose his job unless the bottom falls out this season. But he's kept it together with all of this. Have you seen the standings? They were in 5th place. They are in 5th place. I think 5 points back of the Champions League spots. They've been plugging away good wins. They have some great wins this season. The Rashford stuff really is a killer. But everything else, I have to like. There was a debate. Sky Sports, it's gone around on social media. Jamie Carragher, Roy Keane. Jamie Carragher being critical of Solskjaer and Manchester United. Roy Keane defending his former teammate. And I would say this. if you look at Frank Lampard, who coaches Chelsea, and they have a very good team. The transfer situation was one thing. Roy Keane says, as an English coach, you get the benefit of the doubt. There's not been one sliver of criticism for Frank Lampard. There should be. Yet for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Roy Keane, once again, you are right. Manchester United shouldn't be the story here, but they are to me. There is certainly something there. And Klopp, by the way, said they should have won by more than 2 goals. If you look at the stats, Manchester United, really bad open to the second half, but they were there. So, heads up, Red Devil fans. Still 5 points out of a Champions League spot. Still there at this stage of the season. All right. What can I tell you about Erling Haaland? How about that pronunciation? Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland. Talking to my Norwegian friend, I think I did that some justice. 19-year-old Norwegian striker, getting comparisons to Zlatan Ibrahimovic and earning every single one of them. A number 9 in the purest form, big target guy who can poach goals, but he can do so much more. And what this man has done, this kid, is really unprecedented across the board. And we look back before we talk about the game over the weekend, where he made his Borussia Dortmund debut, let us go over what this kid has accomplished already in the last 6 to 9 months. He scored 9 goals. It's still hard to believe that actually happened. And to even say that doesn't even sound real. He scored 9 goals in the Under-20 World Championships for Norway against Honduras. 9! Not the team. He scored 9. In his Champions League debut for Salzburg, he scored a hat-trick. And now he scores a hat-trick for his new club, and it is a hat-trick that defies explanation. All right, let's set the table. Augsburg up 3-1 in the game, 55th minute. Lucien Favre makes the replacement, brings in Haaland, and at the moment, Augsburg scored the 3-1 lead. With his first touch of the ball, he scores a goal. Within 15 minutes on the field, at minute 70, he scores the game-winning goal. And after 23 minutes on the field, in a game they were trailing 3-1, Erling Haaland had a hat-trick. Borussia Dortmund have to be doing backflips. The only problem here is that he is cup-tied, so he won't be able to play for Dortmund in the round of 16 against PSG, although PSG must be exhaling big time. But you think of Haaland and Sancho, if they can keep him, wow. You talk about an exciting team. Borussia Dortmund. But his star is here. His star has arrived. This is the real thing. This is the Kylian Mbappe effect we had a couple years ago, although the numbers just blow what Mbappe did out of the water. 9 goals in a game. 9 goals in a game. You know, when you do that, you wonder if it's a passing thing. He has proven it's not there. Norway are in the Euro 2020 playoffs. They start with Serbia. I don't have a rooting interest, but I'm really, all due respect to the great Serbs, and many of you I hope are watching this, I am pulling for Norway to make it because this kid deserves the biggest spotlight. And that is one. So that's a story to see. And you know what? Who is going to stop him? I would predict Norway find a way after they get by Serbia and whomever they play in the quarterfinals. All right, let's go to the Serie A, where something's developing, which is bad news for anyone who think that Juventus aren't going to do it all over again. Maybe even better this time around. There was a time this season, Cristiano Ronaldo was going to the bench, Maurizio Sarri, and there was talk, hey, there ain't room for both of these dudes. Ronaldo laboring, 34. I said it. I know I said it. Maybe the good times are coming to an end. The place that he has for himself as the best footballer, one of the 2 best footballers in the world, and you got to disregard that because just when you think you know all the answers, he changes the questions. A tip to the late, great Roddy Piper. Juventus defeat Parma 2-1, both goals scored by Cristiano Ronaldo. He has now broken another record of many records. He has scored in 7 straight Serie A games. They are on fire. They have won 4 straight since losing to Lazio in the Supercoppa. They've had 2 bad games against Lazio. Other than that, Juventus look like clearly the team to beat. Now with a little bit of space, they're in the final 8 of the Coppa Italia. They take on Lyon in the Champions League. And now that you figure Sarri and Ronaldo can coexist, what has also happened, and give Maurizio Sarri a lot of credit, the much maligned pairing of Paulo Dybala and Ronaldo seem to be able to coexist. Remember we talked about they couldn't be on the same field at the same time. There wasn't enough ball for both of them. Paulo Dybala assisted Ronaldo on the game-winning goal. This is a remarkable development in a very short amount of time because we weren't talking about this. We're talking about Inter and Lazio, rightfully so. Maurizio Sarri said this about the partnership between Ronaldo and Dybala. It seems to me that Dybala is, this is not how he sounds, by the way. It seems to me that Dybala is doing the best thing this year with everyone. Some lost in translation there. He considers it a myth that they cannot coexist. Juventus, to me, are now the favorites in the Champions League. Don't at me, Liverpool. Don't at me. You not the same club outside of the Premier League. We saw that in the FIFA Club World Cup, which you won, and in Europe, there's been some snags. But now, do you see the players they're bringing off the bench? Douglas Costa, a guy like Danilo, who's great, could start anywhere. Federico Bernardeschi, Gonzalo Higuain. These are guys coming off the bench and fine with it. Wow. Juventus with the new coach shaping up to be a magical season. All right, I'm going to change things up here a little bit. This is an informative program. This is punditry. This is opinion. I editorialize a fair bit. But this is also a historical document as I begin to celebrate 25 years covering soccer in the United States. And I covered it all. And those who were there know. So, last week we talked about Xavi was offered the Barcelona job, and I was talking to a friend of mine, and he goes, can you imagine Xavi and Zinedine Zidane, 2 of the 10 best players in the world, meeting as managers? And I go, yeah. And when you throw in Diego Simeone, you have 3 of the 10 best players in the world as the managers of the 3 top clubs in Spain. He looked at me like I was a lunatic. I go, did I say something wrong? He goes, Diego Simeone is not a top 10 player. We're not going to get caught on numbers. And we listed all the players. And, you know, when you get down to it, he's probably not in the top 10. But I had him somewhere at 13, 12, 13, 14. So I don't want to say top 20 players. But that's where he is. Kids, Diego Simeone, you know him as a great manager. But this guy, all-round midfielder, this guy, when you needed a goal, he could give you a goal. You needed the good pass, he could give you a pass. When you needed a tackle, he'd give you a tackle. If you needed the fire and brimstone speech, he was there. Anything you needed, he had it. Tools after tools after tools under his belt. Please excuse me as I drop my piece of paper. It's got a lot of important facts. Oh. That was rather uncomfortable. All right, Diego Simeone, where was I? Let's start back. Leaving Argentina. He is, I think, when you look at he is Atletico Madrid's favorite son. 1996, he won the domestic double, La Liga and the Copa del Rey in Spain. And this is obviously Real Madrid and Barcelona emerging. And then here he comes. Leads a bunch of what you would call ham and eggers to Spanish glory. He won the UEFA Cup for Inter. He's a bit of a legend there. He didn't spend a lot of time at Inter. When he got there in 2 years, he didn't leave the club empty-handed. And then Lazio. 2000. Legend. Came, double. Lazio wins Serie A Scudetto. They win the Coppa Italia. 106 caps for Argentina. Top 5 all time. Things change, obviously, in the modern era where he gets passed by guys here and there. Great moments. Winner. He's a winner. There's few players like this. He does not accept losing. And you need to, I think, be around a guy like that to realize what it takes to do. 1991, Copa America champion. 93, Copa America champion. 96, silver medalist Olympian. In the 98 World Cup, he had this incredible simulation play that got David Beckham the red card. So many magic moments. So, kids, I will defend those that need defending. Diego Simeone, one of the greatest players of all time. Full-time. Soon to be the best program covering this sport all time. Subscribe, tell a friend, and leave your comments, and I will answer them. Thank you very much, everyone.